Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by the Tippah County Development Foundation. TCDF Director Chris Llewellyn, along with the Board of Directors and staff, moving forward together, ensuring that this year's Tippah County athletes, band members, dancers, and cheerleaders are tomorrow's Tippah County leaders, entrepreneurs, and elected officials. Best wishes for a winning second half from the Tippah County Development Foundation.
Hey y'all, this is Joyce Graddy and I'm the career coach at Ripley High School. Just so you know, the Career Coach Initiative is a workforce innovation program by Accelerate Mississippi, and my program is managed by Three Rivers Planning and Development. And I'm really happy to be able to be here tonight because our halftime show is sponsored by the Tippah County Development Foundation. With that in mind, we're doing a career spotlight, and I'm really excited tonight to have my friend Steve Bass here tonight as our career spotlight. Now, I've known Steve for a very long time, but some of our listeners know you, Steve, because you are the voice of Blue Mountain High School basketball. You work for CMH Sports Productions, so you've been doing that for Michael Harrison for about how long?
3 or 4 years, something like that. Yeah.
Now, how did you get into that? I know your wife is also, because I know them personally, but I know your wife is at the high school. Is that kind of how that came about?
They were, of course, they wanted to have a sports program for every county school, and when they came to Blue Mountain, they didn't really have anybody that would that was wanting to do it, I guess you could say. And Cheryl come home one day and said, "Hey, they're looking for somebody to broadcast the basketball games." I said, "Well, I don't know much about basketball, but I can tell you where the ball is and who's got it. I'll give it a shot," and I started learning basketball, and I loved doing it. I enjoyed doing it.
And you even got to go with them when the girls went to state.
Went to state. We went down to Jackson a couple of times. Got to broadcast those games on the Shark, and it was a lot of fun. I love doing it. I look forward to basketball season every year now.
Those of you that listen to the Shark on a regular basis will also notice Steve's commercial voice, because he voices a lot of commercials for us too. So it kind of opened up a whole new realm for you.
It did. Yeah, it has. It's being able to do that, and then just the connections that were made to get to know Melinda and all these at the radio station, opened up all of that.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, but now that's not what your day job was. Now, I know you've retired from it, but you're doing some part-time work for MDOT. So talk to me about Mississippi Department of Transportation, what you did for them, as well as I know you own a trucking company. So you're a busy guy.
Yeah. I worked for MDOT 29 years, retired from there. I worked in roadway design. Which is the division that draws the plans that built the roads by. Highway 15 is a big deal.
Did you work on Highway 15?
There's parts of it that I got to work on and do, but when people find out you work for MDOT, they're going to ask you about the roads and stuff. So there's part of that that's my memory has blocked on that I can't remember. But anyway, but there's still a lot of parts of it I remember, and it was fun to get to work on a project coming through your hometown.
Oh, I
bet.
It
was, yeah. So
now, what did you do to prepare you for that? Like, do you have an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree? What do you have?
I have an associate's degree from Northeast. Went there 2 years under civil engineering technology, and then the job at Tupelo opened up, and actually me and 2 other guys went and applied for it. And because I was the oldest one, that's why they chose me. And so anyway, it turned into a really good career for me for 29 years, and also been working there, and because of the trucking company, they knew that I had trucks, and they have equipment rodeos. They'd let me get in, and I do fairly well in those. And when I got ready to retire, they came and asked me would I come back and teach guys how to drive a truck. So that opened up the part-time job that I do now for MDOT. Yeah, so I teach guys how to drive a truck, help them get their Class A CDLs and that. But
well, you said something that I don't know what is. What's an equipment rodeo?
Oh, equipment rodeo. That's where they have showcase the skills of people operating equipment. I've got a shirt.
Big heavy equipment.
Like truck driving. There's 3 trucks you drive: lowboy, single axle, tandem axle. They have a back hoe competition where who can pick up balls out of the dirt and place them in these little tubes. They have a bush hog where you got to back a bush hog through an obstacle course, road grader course. You just kind of showcase. It's a skills test, is what it is, to kind of showcase the guys. And if you win, you get to go to the state rodeo, which is a little bit of a vacation. You do well there. You go to a regional rodeo. Could be I've been to Asheville, North Carolina, Myrtle Beach. I've been to Rogers, Arkansas, Roanoke, Virginia. I've got to go to a lot of good places because of the rodeo,
Yeah.
representing MDOT in the rodeo and stuff there. So, MDOT's, it gets a bad rap for not paying the best, but it was good for me and my family.
It was a lot of good benefits.
It was a lot of good benefits for me and my family there. Yeah, it was.
All right, speaking of your family, like I said, I do know you personally and your family and children. And my question to you is, since we are sponsored by Tippah County Development Foundation, you were working out of the office for MDOT that was located in Tupelo. You may have been in other areas too, but you were based out of there.
No.
What kept you here in Tippah County to live and to travel back and forth?
I guess my family and, growing up here, a lot of folks want to leave Ripley, but I never did. I never wanted to leave Ripley. My family was here. And then when I got married, Cheryl's family was here. And, growing up, I've got 7 brothers.
Right.
So we've got a big family.
He's number 6 of
I'm
8,
number
just
6
so
of
y'all
8.
know.
Yeah, that's my email address. After I explain people I'm 6 out of 8 boys, then they get my email address. Anyway, and growing up, we all lived, right in the same community. So we were pretty tight-knit. And I just never thought of leaving. He just had that great support from your family. Cheryl's family, the same way, had a lot of great support with her family. And I just couldn't imagine going anywhere and not having that kind of support to raise our family,
Well, I know you're real involved with the community, not only with your church, but with the community. You've done theater, you've worked with Boys and Girls Club.
Right.
In fact, you were a representative for Boys and Girls Club.
One of the most fun things I ever got to do.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Of course, you try. It's kind of like a play on the Dancing Like the Stars, where you go and you try to raise money, and then you perform a routine, with everybody else. Mine was in September, but I think they've moved it where they do it in August now. But anyway, you raise money for Boys and Girls Club, and then you, like I said, perform a routine. And
he was one of our Dance Like the Stars representatives for Tippah County.
I think it's 2015 is when I got to do it. Like I said, one of the most fun things I ever got to do. I never thought I would be able to do that in front of people, but working with the theater helped me for that. And it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed every minute of it.
I think that's fantastic. All right, just to wind this up, I want you to give me one lasting impression that you have, either about what has made living in Tippah County and staying here special, or something unique, or something you want to tell us about your chosen career.
Well, I'd rather brag on Ripley and Tippah County than I had in my career, I guess. There.
Okay.
But, it's a close community. And, a lot of people think with a close community, everybody knows everything's going on. That may be so, but the thing is, everybody, or most everybody. And, when you get involved with one thing, it opens up an area to be involved with something else. And that's kind of like, I got involved with the theater. That opened the opportunity up to me to do the Dancing Like the Stars. And so every opportunity opens up a new family, I guess would be the best way to say it. Opens up a new family, and your family just grows, and you can't get by without family, whether it be blood or just
friends that become family.
Friends that become family, just like you said. Yeah. So Tippah County is a great place to do that, and I couldn't think of with our trucking company. I've got to travel all over the country, and I've shared this with somebody before. I've seen the sunrise in just about every part of the country, but it's always best to see it rising over Tippah County.
Oh.
And there's nothing like living here.
And being home.
Yeah, being home. Yeah,
well, great.
right.
Steve, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. Enjoyed talking with you today.
So happy. Guys, thank y'all for watching. Again, this is Joyce Graddy. I'm with the Shark 102.3. with CMH Sports Productions, and with Three Rivers Planning and Development as a career coach at Ripley High School. And now, back to the action.
Hey everybody, my name is Chris Llewellyn, and I am the Tippah County Development Foundation Director. I'm a lifelong resident of Tippah County, and I'm happy to call Tippah County my home. We at the Development Foundation know that we must ensure that Tippah County offers a wide variety of ways for our citizens to make a good living and have a great quality of life here. We know that we must move Tippah County forward into a future that causes our high school graduates to want to make Tippah County their home and to know that they can have a good life here. We believe that the only way for Tippah County to move forward is for us to move forward together. It will take all of us to ensure that our children and our children's children have a great place to call home in Tippah County.